gator is. If you need a reason to double check your pack before you put it on.
Well, I've been out on the Florida Trail, and so far, I love it. I think a lot of people probably wonder, well, what's to love? You're on flat ground. There are no mountaintops with picturesque views, and it's just swampy, mosquitoes everywhere, gators and snakes and bears, oh my. And I mean, they're right, all of those things are true, but there's just something different about it. I actually do enjoy that a lot of the terrain is flat, and I think that there are still a lot of beautiful views, but just in a different way. Really, the wildlife is one of the things that has won me over. I've seen turtles and birds and gators, and unfortunately a dead manatee, not a living one yet, but the ecosystems that are unique to these areas is really incredible, and it's just different than anything I've ever walked through before. Man, it looks like diarrhea. As a local recently told us, this is the Texas of Florida. Except for the palm trees, of course. Big old moo cows. We saw some longhorns the other day. It's hot and dry. We are now entering an area known as Starvation Slough. A very inviting name for a backpacker. I think it's about lunchtime. That was an armadillo that just growled at us. A little turd. And then took off running. I don't know.
Heard of like a mole snake before?
Think that's what this is?
I don't know. Look on the other side of that. Ooh, I was over leaned up against it. It's not funny.
I'm not laughing.
Keep going. Right. Oh God, that he's right there on the other side of that one. He just crawled over to this one.
Oh, I see him.
Oh my God, look at the side. That thing is 7 feet long. Oh my God. No, I won't be camping around none of that right there. Nope. I'll walk on that long.
Oh, there he goes.
Oh my God. We gotta go from here.
He doesn't look like he flies, though. That doesn't help.
Good. I wish he looked like he didn't exist. Oh, I can see his big antennas from over here. Oh my God. Don't let that get on you.
We'll have to burn my arm
Oh
if it
my
does.
God, yes, everything. Quit.
I didn't do anything. I just looked at you.
You're making me nervous. It's a big ass. Oh my God, that's the biggest rock I've ever seen. It's one of those things I'm terrified, but I just can't stop looking at it. It's so, oh my God. Look at that thing. Oh no, we got to go. Real life, other than the pet.
Yeah. He'll touch an alligator or catch a rattlesnake.
I'm gonna have nightmares.
But roaches, he can't deal with roaches. They don't bite you.
I feel like it's on me right now. I know it's not, but I feel like it is.
So those are gator eyes right there. The shiny things. Right next to where we walk here. Oh, this is nice. There's some hog wire protecting us though, so we're okay. What are we doing? There's something that comes from over here, you know, in the swamp, up under this fence, to get to that pond over there. I wonder what that could be. Probably a deer.
Oh my God, this is crazy. What was that?
I don't know, something bubbled up right there. No!
I just come on through there.
Alright.
Come on. Oh boy.
Some powdered milk. Vodka. Kahlua. Good morning.
This is so cool.
It's got a snack. Oh boy, I see the baby gators. Oh my God, I see mama too. Whew. There's baby and mama.
For those of y'all who have always heard, if you're having to run from a gator for whatever reason, do the zigzag pattern because that throws them off and, you know, helps you out. No. They can zigzag and wiggle their bodies a lot more efficiently than any of us can. So it's actually false now, according to the experts. But growing up in Florida, I had always heard for gator safety, going on field trips or anytime we were near water, that if you run from a gator, do a zigzag pattern. But yeah, apparently somebody just thought that sounded good and they didn't actually know. But if you Google it now, they're saying the opposite. Just run for dear life.
That's a lot of cows.
I feel like we should say something inspirational. All the eyes on us. This land is your land. This land is my land. Come back. It is, it's actually public land.
I don't know if you've realized yet, but I think this is our campsite.
Yeah.
Please don't trample us
I feel
tonight.
like I should play on the song on the guitar or something.
Hey, this ain't no time for humping. Get down. It's probably your mama. We thought we had found a good camping site, but what a crappy life. Yeah, the other one's not even helping. It's just going for a ride.
Is that another boat?
Yeah. He's just like, oh yeah, man, I'm totally helping. Getting a free ride. Are you laying eggs? Stampede! Makes me sad. Makes me think of the Lion King. We are about 3.5 miles from Westgate River Ranch Resort. And I hear they've got teepees there. It seems like it's probably kind of an eccentric place out in the middle of nowhere, Florida. But I hear that they've got an actual restaurant there with barbecue and burgers, and also I hear they have things like horseback riding, airboat rides, swamp buggy rides, etc. So it's just little gyms like this to look forward to. They kind of mixes things up and makes stuff exciting. I've already washed these 4 or 5 times. There's something about this Florida mud mess that just won't turn loose of socks. Stage 5 cleaner mud. We gotta cross this narrow, sketchy bridge. Ooh, didn't work out for that possum. Ooh, I'm coming. Okay. Ooh. Yeah, it's just that grass is so high. Is there anything over there? Marty's leg is hurting. It's been hurting for a little while now. But last night, as we were not hiking down on Highway 60, which was a stupid idea, his leg was hurting bad enough that he wanted to stop and take a break on Highway 60. So today, with my urging, we're going to town so he can elevate it and ice it and all that stuff. As you can see, there's just not prime real estate for camping. And we finally gave up right here and slept in the ditch. Thankfully, there were only a few people out drunken dirt road riding last night. Well, I can't make this stuff up. We've got a ride arranged for us. I made a post on Patreon saying that we were likely going to do a Zoom call tonight because we were taking a night off. Marty needed to rest his leg. And a new patron named Devery was somebody that we met along this trail. She gave us a hitch one of the times when we were trying to go into a town to stay because of the closures around Lake Okeechobee. And so anyway, she hit me up and said, well, how far away are you? Maybe I can just come give y'all a ride. And she's also a nurse. So it's crazy that we met this lady along the way who helped us so much at that time. And then it's coming back around that not only did she help us that particular day, but she's gonna help us a lot today. Sometimes you meet the people you need to at the right times, and to have somebody older than us saying, hey, you're doing things the right way, you're making your life count, it was really encouraging that day. So I'm pretty excited that we get to see her again today, and hopefully we'll get to take her to lunch or something. You know, you think that I'd get used to things going better on trail than I could have ever hoped for, just with all the miles and predicaments I've been in, and it never ceases to amaze me. So yesterday we were heading down the trail, and we had intended to go into Kenansville, and this was back when we resupplied last, and we had a package sent there. But of course, when we had those packages set to be delivered in Kenansville, we had no idea that we'd be going into town in Lake Wales sooner because of Marty's injured leg. Otherwise, we would have probably done things differently. So we were kind of pushing it yesterday, rushing, trying to get to the road crossing. We weren't sure how busy it was going to be, what our chances were of getting a ride, and they decrease as the sun gets closer and closer to setting. So anyway, about 3 miles from the road, we ran into this fella who was camping with his dog, and he said, hey, do y'all want a beer? And of all the days to be offered a beer, it was just like, no, not today, because we're in a rush, and you know, we really don't have time, or we're potentially not going to get a ride if we sit and have a beer. Decisions. But you never turn down trail magic when it gets offered. So we sat down and decided to drink a beer with him. And after we finished, we're like, well, I guess we better get going. And by the way, do you have any idea how much traffic is on the road coming up in about 3 miles? And he said, oh, there is no traffic on that road. And we're like, what? And then he realized we needed to get to town. So not only did he take us to Kenansville to get our packages, but also by a general store so we could get a little bit more food. And then we stayed the night at the Paradise Inn that's at Lake Marion, just so Marty could have one more night of elevating his leg and icing it. And then this morning too, Jeff came and picked us up from the Lake Marion Paradise Inn and took us back to his campsite where we had originally left from to go to town. If we hadn't sat down and hung out with Jeff and gotten to know him, chances are we would still be sitting there trying to hitchhike at the road that has no traffic. And I've been saying this whole time that probably the most awesome thing about the Florida Trail is the wildlife, but honestly, I have to say that the folks we've met along the way, the longer that we're out here, they might be taking the cake, or at least putting on a pretty good competition with the wildlife.